Yo, yo, yo. What's up? Peace and power. Peace and power. I'm just inviting the guests. Give me 1 second. All right. What's up? It's Key Norfolk. We are back. The Nation One Love podcast show. Just waiting for our guests to join us. Just a couple seconds, get them in. We'll be right back. How everybody doing, man? I hope everybody is what's up? I can't see you. Did you get the request? Saying you unable to join. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good, good.
Okay, we got you in. So you was unable to join at first.
I'm in. I'm good.
Yes, yes. We just waiting on our other guests.
Okay.
But you know what? While we waiting for it, we might as well jump right to it.
Okay.
So we want to let the people know who you are,
Yeah.
and what it is exactly that you do.
So, my name's Jessica Harwood, and that's who I am. What I do, well, I got my hands in a bunch of little bit of everything.
Oh yeah,
So, I'm a booty yoga instructor. So it's
yeah.
BUTI, not like booty, like the butt, but we do a lot of butt shaking. And if you haven't tried it, it is an amazing workout. It's yoga, but it mixed with like cardio blast and some like dance moves to like tribal trap music. It's amazing. So I teach that. Also, I am a Marconic energy healer. I'm a practitioner in New Hampshire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you go
Um,
into that a little bit more for the people who may not know exactly what it is that you do?
sure. So Marconics is a healing modality. The most popular one everyone knows is Reiki. Everyone knows that, but there's hundreds of different types of healing modalities.
Okay.
Marconics is the one that it resonated and I stayed with, and it's galactic healing. So you would have like a session similar to Reiki, in terms of the walking through of going and having like a session laying on a um, healing table type of stuff, but the experience is totally different. Um, so I do that. I'm also an acu detox specialist,
Yeah.
basically ear acupuncture,
Yeah.
and it's acupuncture in the ear. And originally it was done, excuse me, for people who were detoxing off drugs and alcohol. It was started in New York, and helped a lot of people. And then they learned it helped with PTSD. So I'm trained in doing that. And I worked in the recovery field doing that also. But people just like it because it feels good and you're able to like relax, de stress.
Yeah.
And it's like something cool, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
no, it sound really interesting. Those two things that you mentioned is like real important right now with the surge and the sickness, detoxing and being able to manage your energy.
right,
I
right.
don't think
It's
a lot of
super.
people familiar with exactly what energy is. I mean, you can go ahead and expound if you like.
Yeah. I mean, it's super important, like you said, because right now I think humanity is at a lower vibration, and that's due to illness or maybe self induced illness with substance use and alcohol. And what that does, it lowers your vibration. And when it's lower, you're opening up Pandora's box for all these illness or vampires to come in and they take over. And like
Yeah.
that's legit. That's not like some hocus pocus Jessica shit. Like that's
Yeah.
real stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
no, that's the real deal. That's kind of like what I was telling them. When your subconscious is being distracted, I mean, when your physical eye is being distracted, excuse me, your subconscious is open to be controlled, captured and controlled.
right.
So
Yeah.
because it's less vulnerable. So I mean, some of the things you may be able to you know, piggyback off of that, may be able to kind of steer the mind in the direction where we're coming from.
Right. I know, like, I mean, I don't drink alcohol, but I know a lot of people do. And, people have fun and it's a good time. But what they don't realize is that you're opening yourself up to sickness and illness, and then also spirits. Um, Spirits see that and it's like a playground. They see, like, oh, this human's getting fucked up over here, so guess what, game on, we're gonna fuck with them. And then that's exactly what happens. Spirits like swoop in, they take over because your energy is so like low. Even like everyone's like smoking weed and doing mushrooms like that. Everyone's doing that shit, and like
Yeah.
I get it, it's like their therapy, whatever, but you got to remember that smoking weed and shit, it lowers your vibration as much as people have healing aspects, or they just do it because they want to do it. And when it's lower, that's when shit goes down, you know?
Yeah. Especially when you're not recognizing the type of thing that you're talking about,
Right.
because there are entities, powers and principalities. There are, you know what I mean? Whether we want to acknowledge it or not, that's where some of these planet aspects are coming from. The way we do our astrology signs and all that type of stuff. These things are ruling in their time, in their season.
Right.
Um, and especially like whenever they have a chance, like you just said, when you lower your vibration, um, and they're also manipulating. It's like we underwater. Air is just a
Yeah.
lesser dense water. Air, water, and light are on the same scale of things,
Mm-hmm.
but in a different essence. So we
Right.
have to realize that they manipulating our waters right now. It's like we in a dirty fish bowl right now. So
It's dirty.
yeah,
And it's dirty and there's no filter. And some people don't know how to swim,
right,
and that's just like how it is. And unfortunately, yeah, there are a bunch of different entities, from all spectrums. And if you do not believe in it, that's cool. If you're not even aware of it, I can tell you it's real, it's true. And if you don't have the skill set to like protect yourself or have a mindset of how to treat your body, right?
right.
It is game on. You're going to get jumped, right?
Yeah, I kind
And
of
that's
try to steer
tough.
away from the believing type thing. I kind of try to get a person like, hey, what do you know? Like, let's override what you believe. Let's look at what you know, what you can see. You know what I
Right,
mean? Because I don't believe in anything. I know the shit I know. You know what I mean? I
right.
can feel the shit I know. That I feel is what I know. It resonates
True.
with my spirit. It resonates with my soul. So, I don't never have to make up shit to write down. I'm never gonna say anything different. It's
Right.
my truth. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's past the point to where we got to get to where, because it's not my job, it's not your job to go around convincing people. You see what I'm saying? If it was a heart institute, if it was a foot doctor, no matter what, we go around and try to build to cure the people in whichever type of area. When you build it, they gonna come. So I'm saying all that to say this: if a person need a brain doctor, they gonna come see you if you do that. Or you feel what I'm trying
Right.
to say? So I think we get stuck in the who's right or the argument or what somebody has an attachment to from what they've learned or heard or picked up in this particular place or time. And I think we have to be more prevalent upon pushing the facts to build to the truth, because facts and truth are also two different things.
Right.
Because what could be a fact for me and you could be my fact and your fact, but it could be different for the both of us.
Right.
So they make it not truth. A fact is just a fact. People got to start realizing
But
these type of things.
also like my truth may not be your truth. You know, you we want to
Well,
tap
before
into
I just
yeah,
want to say, see, that'll be our fact though, because I can't change truth. You can't change truth. I can use my opinion, and I can say that's my truth, and
right.
you can say that's your truth. But the truth would be the sun is in the sky shining, but a fact would be it may be to your east, it might be to my west.
Right.
Like, you see what I'm saying? But we both
Yeah.
can't deny that the sun is up shining on both of us right now, unless we was in where it's dark, or you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
So yeah,
It's a matter of perspective, I guess, right? And
yeah,
I mean, people see things different for sure. And like
yeah,
you were saying, I don't like for me, I don't need research and like data and on Facebook and you say something, everyone posts a link and post an article. I don't read your shit. I don't read any
right,
of that stuff because it's like it's not that I'm ignorant or I'm not open minded. Is that I don't give a fuck about that because I know in my heart of hearts that I know what's good and what is truthful, at least for me. Or I just have that sense of just knowing,
right,
right? and
right,
and everyone has that ability if they tap in or trust it. Everyone
right.
has that, like, oh, the phone rings and you're like, oh, I think that's going to be Johnny, and then it is, and you're just like, what? Like, everyone can have like tap in as long as you like go and do it and like trust that. But a lot of people are just like, oh, that was weird, or they start like filing the nails and they move on to the next stupid
Yeah,
3D bullshit task, and they don't actually sit and be like, wow, that was really cool, can I do that again, you know?
yeah. I think people should be more in tune with testing these type of things. You
Right.
know, with the age of information just started to flow, and information is so easy to access. So many sacred things are so open to so many people that you got people doing things, which would consider them a witch or a warlock, and they not even in the conscious mind frame to be able to decipher whether they being good or bad, because it go on intent. Then there's an intent behind the intent, so it's degrees of shit that you got to study. That's why all these orders, they make you go through degrees. It's just steps that you got to go through, whether on the good or the bad side, to be
Right.
able to be a judge, whether you a good judge or a bad judge. You got to be a righteous good judge or a righteous bad judge. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
But
it's these people who don't have an agenda who are causing a problem. They just in the fight for the fight. You gotta have an agenda. It's
yeah,
just gonna be whether it's a good agenda or a bad agenda. Because if you don't at least have a good agenda, then you don't have a good plan for um the people who gonna be affected by some of the things that you trying to manifest or put out to the people. But even if you on the bad or what everybody call negative side, at least you they know where you coming from. They know how to take you. You ain't a wolf in sheep's clothing. You a
mm-hmm,
wolf that look like a wolf. You feel me?
right. But
Yeah.
everyone has an agenda. Even our own government, our healthcare, our
Yeah,
boss,
King Smoke.
our bosses. Everywhere we work. Even like our personal goals. Is that like an agenda, right? You know.
Right. But some people conceal that intention, or their agenda get drowned because it's all about a common frame of mind when it comes to society.
Yeah.
And so you can just get into a common frame of mind, and that'll shape everything else for you. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit become uniform, and as you become this uh, sporadic person, you know what I mean, with these inside thinking abilities.
Right.
able to recognize your universe, but it kind of puts you in a crossbow to where you kind of contradict yourself. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I don't
What's
want to
up,
be
Anti Smoke?
I don't want to
Shout
be
outs.
anything like uniform, even like that word, like one form, like line up, that whole bullshit of
Yeah,
conforming. Um, and it's like, as soon as we're born, we're like conformed, and like our religion is already decided for us without
right.
even a say. It's very bizarre. And, the whole public school concept, which pretty much echoes prison, if you think about it, like get in
Right.
line, the uniform, you sit, your mind is warped into learning bullshit history, you know, and you don't have that expansion of like meditating or just like daydreaming and just like letting go, because then that's like oh, you have ADHD. No, no, you're a 5-year-old who's looking out the window that wants to get out from sitting at a desk. Like, what the
Yeah.
hell? But then
It's like
you
they
go,
fuck these kids up on purpose. Excuse my
totally,
language. You know what I mean? Hey,
totally.
Flat Earth
What's
Goddess,
up?
how you
It's telling
doing?
me it's having a hard time, but then it's not. Y'all just ignore me. I'm driving, but I wanted to just go ahead and get on in there.
Yeah, hey Jessica, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry. I wanted to do this together. But I just want to take a second to let Flat Earth Goddess introduce herself to the people,
yeah.
let them know who she is, where she from, what she do.
Hey everybody, I'm Flat Earth Goddess Indica, and I actually had just started an app this year. Well, last year, like the last 6 or 7 months, I've been working on it, and it's finally launched. It's a free app for flat earthers or people who are flat curious. It's called the Flatties app, and you
Flat
can download
Pound.
it on Android, Apple, and yeah, it's just a new thing. So go on there, get interactive, get feedback. And the main purpose of that is because I'm sick of getting my content deleted. And I've been in this movement for a long time, and there's so many of them old videos that's hard to find, and they get lost or banned or
Yeah,
deleted. And I'm just tired of that. So, and on top of that, on a bigger scale, we just need to unite. That's what my purpose is. Unify FE. This is my movement. So I've got all kind of cool things going on this year. I just came out with a Flatties calendar. So if anyone's interested in that, it's cute. And
most
just
definitely.
trying to unify us, get us in the real life and actually start implementing solutions. I'm going to be hosting a huge festival. It's going to be a 3-day fest in Florida near Tampa in a town called Ruskin. It's called Unify FE Fest. So yeah, just follow me, Flat Earth Goddess. Follow the Flatties app. Download it, get active, and just stay up on what I got going on, because we got some real different stuff. It's not just talking about the same old stuff anymore, which is still important. But I'm more for challenging the leaders of the movement, people like you, people who are doing these interactive things, and we need to
Right,
start focusing on solutions. How are we going to actually solve the world's issues? I can tell you one thing: when people start realizing, hey, them flat earthers, they're actually doing some stuff. Hey, them people who think the earth is flat, they're actually solving the homeless problem. Hey, those
right,
flat earthers look like they're having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them know that it's not just an arguing, debating thing all the time. It's not just trying to prove something or be right or whatever. It's about unifying all of us. And really, at the end of the day, whether you think it's round, globe, dome, Jesus, vegan, whatever your beliefs
right,
are, no matter what, we all can agree that there's something messed up going on. We've
right,
been humans for millions of years, and we still haven't figured out the homeless problem. We have like the food, water, shelter. It's not that hard. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So the knowledge has been stolen from us, and it's time to stop beating the dead horse and let's do some stuff about it. That's where I'm at.
right. I totally agree with you 100%. Now you are a yoga instructor too. Not to change the subject real quick, you're a yoga instructor as
Yes.
well.
Woo woo. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
love
why.
Vinyasa Flow is my jam. I'm all about the the oneness, that's what yoga means, uniting the body, mind, and spirit. And that's cool because actually, and you guys can, we're gonna link up with this, and y'all are gonna be all involved because I want to actually do some yoga classes out this event too. So if you want to be one of my yoga instructors, that would
yeah,
be
we'll come shake
awesome.
it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm stoked. I'm
Jessica,
stoked.
you should do the same. I mean, so people could be able to follow you. Make sure that you put all your information out there. I'll be sure to go back once the videos are put up and everything, so people can go in the description and find you guys easy. But always do a verbal too.
Yeah. I'm with Vibe Higher with Jessica Harwood. And it's kind of collective of energy healing, yoga, spiritualism, acu detox, anything that's alternative to make you be better, feel better. That's kind of my jam.
I
What
could dig
state
it.
are you guys in? I know you told me you're traveling, Key. Where are you at, Jess?
I'm in New Hampshire.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
are from me. I'm
I'm on
Florida.
my way up there right now, but I'm in Texas right now. So yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. Doing it
yeah.
big over there. That's what's up.
Hey, I want to ask both of y'all. Um, you know, everything was going on, not just one particular thing. Since you guys are both yoga instructors, you both are connected with self. You both can identify, understand energy. What do you guys think we are? As in a spiritual sense, as if everything was going on right now. Whoever want to go first could take the floor. I'll expound on it too, but I want to know where you guys come from with this
Yeah.
question.
I'll jump in. I think, I think that humanity is under a spell, and some people are awake from being hypnotized and some people are not. And if you're not if you're not like awake from this spell, then I'm not sure if I can reach you or if you can even hear me, because you're not even able to hear the vibration or the words that I'm saying or
Yes.
digest it. So I just think like humanity is just under like this weird hypnosis spell. And I think it's very clear when you speak to people or they don't speak to you and they have like this weird like hatred or animosity, or even that they just look at you like you're nasty. And
Right,
it's just weird.
right.
And
Um,
like I just, you can't water dead flowers, right? So you can't put energy into people that are like under the spell. If they come to you and they're like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, I'll tell you what's going on. But I'm not out there spitting that shit to people are not trying to listen. I'm not
Yeah.
wasting my energy on that shit.
Astral.
that's
So
big facts. Astray, Newton,
Astral. Astral
Astral Newton.
Newton.
Okay, that's an L.
Yeah.
Astral Newton. That's big facts. That's
Yeah.
big facts.
He's
So,
a good one. Yeah.
Father of God is what's your thought? Where you think we at as far as a spiritual sense with everything in a whole what's going on right now?
So 100% resonate with what Jessica just said. Like, we are on such a different level. Not that we're better or worse than anyone. It's just about raising on a different vibration, feeling that different frequency, understanding it's a different language. So when we're communicating, yeah, what's happening, sorry, even some people that might be like watching this right now, it's like some of the things we're saying might be going over their head, or it's not
right.
comprehend, because they don't understand this language. They don't understand. They haven't reached that level yet to resonate with that. Now, people can resonate because the inside of them wants to know it. So I feel like that's a big part of following your intuition. A lot of us,
Right.
we're ignoring our answers within. Like me, when I was presented, like, what, 7.5, almost 8 years ago, I was presented with the flat earth information, and
Right.
it immediately resonated. I mean, I was just like, oh, okay, that's what's going on, because I already was on that track. But if you catch somebody that they're just really deep in, like, really trusting the government still, really trusting the CDC, really trusting the FDA, all these people who are, they're still trusting the college system and stuff like that. And then they're
Yeah.
blaming the world's issues on people like us because that's what they're being programmed to do, right?
Right.
So
Right.
so it's all a division thing. Even within our community, we have so much division within the flat earth community. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm trying to like get
Um,
past all
I,
that,
I, I want to let people know, not to cut you off. I
No,
apologize.
you're good. You're good.
I just want to point out to people, there's a lot of divisions. There's a lot of divisions, the divisions within race, even with white people and black people and black people. I'm just using these terms because this is
Yeah.
the status quo. I don't
100%.
even consider myself black, so I wouldn't consider you two white. You don't look like a blank, like a bed sheet to me. You know what I'm
I know,
saying?
right?
Yeah. So you know, um I want people to understand at this point in time, it's beyond who you are, what you can do, and what you have, and all that. They let you see none of that shit mean nothing. Every time they put a ban on everything, everything loses its fucking value or it shoots all the way the fuck up. And it's usually shit that's on the bottom becomes first, and the shit that was first becomes last because nobody's gonna buy a Tesla when the country shut down. That Tesla ain't gonna be worth shit. But a
Right.
roll of toilet paper can go all the way up to $30 because it can be. You understand what I'm saying? So they doing this shit and they playing these mind fucks at the same time. So that's why, I and I don't want to even go on that. So I'm not gonna do that, and I'm not gonna mention that. But they manipulating, like I said, they manipulating the frequency. You know what I'm saying? They
Absolutely.
changing the tune. They changing everybody tune from 432 to 740 or 440 or 560, whatever they want to change it to at the
Right.
time. And this is
Yeah.
why we're going through these changes. I can even tell when I felt like I was sick, I wasn't sick. I deal with a lot of people anyway because I do a lot of shit. I just like to stay busy. I'm busy in my sleep, so I really don't even sleep because I'm doing shit while I'm asleep.
Yeah,
So I
because
got a
you're
lot of
working.
people. Yeah, I'm always working, so I got all type of people calling me, but it gives me my energy. It excites me. You know what I mean? So I'm as soon as I start worrying about the surge, we gotta kind of watch what we say. As soon as I start worried
Yeah.
about what's going on, and then dealing with everybody else, and worried about my pre-existing situations I got going on that's coming up right now, I start feeling like I didn't have no energy. Like my mind felt sick, but my body wasn't sick.
Right.
As soon as I got ready to shake it, and I gotta address the question in the chat. In your opinion, Javo Lion says, in your opinion, who are they? Are you referring that question to me or is it one of the sisters on the panel? I just want to be for sure.
Well, he says in opinions. So anyone I think that wants to
Um,
answer, but
I
you
would
can.
say to me, they is the government because like the point I was getting at, I really don't care what race you are. I don't care what you doing or what you gotta say. Everybody breathing the chemtrails.
Right.
Mm,
Everybody getting sick from the
right.
shit that's in the air or that got into other people and getting to us. We all going through this. See, I know the end game to this shit. This shit ain't about stopping it. They don't have no inch of effort in their body to take shit back the way they want it to be. They want shit to be all weird where they can jump into this meta world, this crypto world shit, so
Mm,
they can just keep morphing to different
right.
shit. They got, long as the consciousness is there, they don't care about this body. They've been morphing to be weird and terraform the earth and shit the whole time we've been here.
Right.
So when I say they, I mean the people who you don't even know who they is. There is no specific they. Anybody who point out they specifically, they not even really on the right path. Now, there's some people who can do homework enough to be able to find and track down these families, but that's only surface level. You gotta think it's shit that's been going on for thousands of years that we know nothing about.
Right.
Because the petty government that is running us are only peons to the royal people. So we
And
got
it's not in the best interest for humanity,
right,
basically. That's it. That's all you need to know. It's not in
right.
your best
No,
interest for humanity
no,
at
because
all.
it's see the Bible is a true story with an allegory. So it puts you on this dumbed down thing to think, but all this shit's happening. It just ain't happening the way you thinking it's happening. And the side that you want room for is the side that's putting you in the mix. These the rapture and all that is going to be the rapture of your conscience being uploaded.
Right.
Just like Pop Smoke, you're gonna get a body of light, like Tupac and Pop Smoke. Your conscience is gonna be able to live now where they can transfer this shit straight out of physical life into this computer shit, this metaverse shit.
I mean, this reality is already fucked up. Why would I want to join this meta shit? You know,
But
to think about.
Well, that's the point.
it's
That's
the
the
day.
point. They're
It's the
trying to get
day.
you to live in your perfect paradise in this
Right.
zoned out world. And
Yep.
that way you don't really experience reality, and then they can keep getting away with doing more bad shit because more
Right.
people are blinders. The
Hey,
blinders
they
on.
literally making it hard for a motherfucker to breathe. Every time you breathe, it's you taking a chance with your motherfucking life right now.
Yeah.
So they trying to get out of this world. That's why they keep saying, "Oh, we finna go to the moon. We going to Mars," and all that's bullshit.
Yeah.
They're
We ain't
trying
going
to they trying to
nowhere.
take your fucking soul. So once they get this shit into you, because in the Bible it says in the last days it's gonna be men that want to die and they can't die. This is gonna be the people who hooked up to this shit, who getting all this extra plasma pumped into their body, so they getting shit projected into their spirit, and their spirit getting projected into that. It's called man merging with machine. They've been writing about this shit for
Yeah.
The
since forever.
Terminator.
Yeah, that's what all this shit was about.
The
And this shit is
Avatar.
happening.
That movie,
Yep.
The Avatar, that is the real deal. That's this whole meta thing too. You can't
Yeah.
walk, well, you can in the meta. You can run and fly in the meta.
Yeah. So when people get bored of everybody being sick and dying and being stuck at home and all that shit, the more we stuck at home, the more people gonna be into this metaverse shit. We're like, fuck it, I can't leave out of the house. Let me go have fun here. It's like my son on NBA Live. He ain't just playing basketball games. He's buying cars, clothes. He's like going to clubs and shit. He's got a mansion in there. Like, you know what I mean? This shit for
Right.
real. Fortnite. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the old Sims brought back, you know what I mean, in 5D, 5G, you know what I'm saying?
I tried that VR like goggles for like a hot 30 seconds, and it was weird. I felt like seasick. And then I was like, wait, why would that make me feel seasick, right? Like, what
Yeah,
the fuck is that? And then I looked into it, and it's like you're putting this technology and frequency on your head, on your third eye,
yeah,
right? And it fucks you up, and it creates like these, your brain is just like firing, it's like misfiring, and then people get sick and they wonder why they get headaches. Picture kids doing that for hours, right?
yeah, yeah.
It's
Right.
already
And
bad enough we're stuck in the phones.
imagine people who got like these nanobots inside of them, who got that
Yeah.
out of the jab and shit.
And
So
it's getting activated.
so when you on that 3D shit with this shit in your body, not only are your eyes like whoa and your brain and all this shit, now you feeling this shit all through your body now.
Right.
So now that's making your spirit. All you gotta do is get a baby comfortable. You're gonna fall asleep. You can. That's why you can hypnotize somebody and they can just fall right asleep. Once I get you in a comfortable spot or
Right.
get you on the frequency I need you to. It's a fucking magic trick. You don't know. You know what
Dude,
I'm saying?
I
I,
mean, it's
I have
just
to
gross.
ask people that. Like, I really like And like sometimes I would straight up be like, have you ever seen anyone get hypnotized? Because you could tell like it's probably not something that a lot of people have experienced, but I have multiple times seen people be hypnotized in real life by a professional. And that is some crazy ass what they make them do.
But
What
see,
they can make them do.
when people, well, not to cut you off again, I'm sorry. I
Oh, you're
gotta say this
good.
because it's people watching and shit. I gotta say this for my audience. So when you in a church and this is what I found out. So I found out I used to be a heavy in the Christian church. You know what I mean? And I got nothing against the Bible. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I believe before I talk. I believe the way they giving that shit ain't my spiritual system. It's kindergarten. I ain't gonna never be that weak. My spirit bigger than that. I'm on something else. You see what I'm saying? So when I was feeling the spirit, it was on my own. And then, because it was my will to get close to the creator to find out. But when somebody started trying to touch me and put it on me, and when it started being forced, like
Right.
I couldn't be hypnotized.
Right.
You get it?
Our government is essentially a religion.
That's a hypnotizing.
Right?
It's called sleight of hand.
Mm.
Well, that's why I tell them now, they got everybody looking in the sky, whether you looking for aliens, whether you looking for Christ to save you, or whether you looking at a second sun or some shit, or you think you looking at a fake moon. Everybody looking at the sky and they at your fucking throat. And you can't breathe.
Aloha.
This is for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is why I love my people who in tune. It's easier for me to have a conversation with you guys because y'all actually know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
unfortunate because people are always on like this quest. They're always like searching and like questing and like looking for this or looking for that or like this weird like searching and seeking like mentality where it's like stop doing that shit, right? You have all the answers. Connect with your higher self and get answers instead of like asking like mediums or tarot cards, going to church and doing all this shit. Like you have the answer. You know yourself the best out of anybody. Just like
see, that's what I don't do. I don't really do like
why?
I don't tap into no energies. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. I would just say like I've been like on the shit I've been on like. See, I was on Flat Earth before I even ever heard there was a Flat Earth community. I'm 38. I've been on the Earth was flat since I was 8.
But how did you know?
I got that out of reading the Bible.
Okay.
And I just got so strong in the Bible over everybody else that was for me because I actually was reading the Bible and it wasn't matching up with what they were saying and what they was doing.
Right.
So that's why I tell people, even with the Bible, we need the Bible. Like we wouldn't even know where we at right now if that's what brought us back to our spiritual system. We would have been slaves like we are today a long time ago. We wouldn't even have a fight right now without the Bible and without Christ. So, everybody got to play his part. The feet run, to start gaining some traction. Then once the feet run and jump, the wings going to start taking you know what I mean? Then once the breathing go right, it all work together. Then the aerodynamics of that bird was going to all keep it afloat. It ain't just the wings.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So we got to stop being so impatient and we got to stop looking for quick answers. We got to be able to be scientists. That's the only way. You can't challenge a scientist you got to challenge a scientist with science. You can't challenge a scientist with accusations and opinions and Google. Google's not research. Google's a search engine that you use to do research. You get on Google to say, hey, where do I find such and such? Then Google tells you where you find such and such. It'll give you general shit, but general is not research. Google's a search engine. Yeah.
Yeah, resonate totally. All that. Yes. 100.
Yeah, anything y'all got on y'all mind, y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all want to speak
Well,
about or
add something to your Googling thing, because when you're Googling, though, we need to be looking up the etymology of words. And I talk about this all the time. Different words and how we're using them, and that we think they mean a certain thing that they really don't. And this is another big thing about the Bible too. And I am a strong advocate for not necessarily preachers, but I am a strong advocate for the Bible itself and
yeah,
Christ's word, like the red letters. Like, that's just the most important part of the Bible to me. That's the only part that matters. Everything else is just hearsay. And, at this point, even with the translations to the New King James Version, okay? So that is kind of like the KJV. Yeah, the
yeah.
KJV is
Look, I'm
one.
a,
That's the only one that I will go to, because I don't know the
I'm gonna
original
do two things. No,
language.
I'm gonna do three things. So I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna engage with you in religion, which I said I wouldn't do. And since I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette on camera. I said I wasn't gonna do that no more either. All right.
Well, I partook in my medicine, and I just like did it off the thing, so we
Nah,
wouldn't
yeah,
get
you
our video
cool.
later.
Ain't
But
no
yeah, no,
long as
I love Bible talk. Like, I love Bible
yeah.
talk, but there's a lot about it
Nah,
that people don't really like what I
I
have to say.
really don't because I don't like to be misconstrued, but I feel like it's time to really start cringing in on some of the things I've been chipping off on, and y'all helping me do that. So I appreciate y'all for being here with me tonight. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for the
Peace and
invite.
power to my co-host tonight. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
go live. Every people are just weenies. They're scared to get on here and do it,
Yeah.
But like, come on, man. Yeah, we got to do this. We got to, like you said, nick away at it. So listen, ask anything you want, say anything you
Uh,
want.
uh,
Your opportunity. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
first I want to ask, do you subscribe um, to being, they got what they call a flat earth Christian or Christian flat earth or something like that?
I feel like there's definitely a huge portion of flat earthers that are flat earthers because of
Yeah.
because they're
See,
Christian.
now I'm a true flat earther. Like, because I was a flat earther before there was flat earthers. Before I knew there was flat earthers. I just took this from the Bible. Um, and I've been like in a flat earth community, like debating this and battling this and, being ridiculed by this decision for a little minute now. You know what I'm saying? For a few years, 3, 4 years now on that end. But anyway, with the flat earth thing, see the thing with flat earth in the Bible, yes, flat earth is in the Bible, but then where science comes into play with religion, even though it's in the Bible, the whole um agenda of the Bible goes against flat earth because then it brings the Big Bang and evolution. See, that kills God. The Big Bang kills flat earth, it kills God, and it makes every single person on earth come from one place and one race come from another. See, I get all type of contradictions with this. I don't believe in none of that. I don't believe in the Big Bang. I don't believe black people was first and white people came from them. I don't believe white people was first, black people came from them. I don't believe none of that shit. Or the Bible further pushes the space agenda, um, and its rapture agenda, to where basically, see, they gonna make you feel like you gonna want to be raptured in this computer when your ass don't want to die on this earth, and they saying, well, right for you die, you ain't gotta die. We can just upload your conscience right here. You'll still be alive in this shit. A lot of people gonna do that because a lot of people fear death. So what y'all
Yeah.
think about some of that I just said?
Well,
Thing. I definitely get like the first part I was gonna say we have to go back to etymology, and I forgot something you were saying made me think that it wouldn't be so confusing if people knew what the words and everything really meant.
See, the person who hijacked it only got one agenda. That's the same person with the agenda with the space program. It's the same person with the agenda with pushing the narrative of the second covering or the second covenant. You know what I'm saying? That was never supposed to be a add on to this. It was supposed to be what they found in the scrolls. You know what I'm saying? That was it. That's how it was supposed to be. Things got remixed, and it all started pushing the narrative of where we at right now. You know, because we can't follow the old narrative and have any of these other beliefs that we have. It's gonna shoot us in the foot. You either gonna have to say everybody came from Africa. You know, I love having this debate with Pan Africans because I'm gonna make them have to say white people came from Africa too, and that white people was first. I make them do this shit all the time. I'm just this good, you know what I'm saying? I'm just
Hey,
as good.
you,
It's as above, so below.
I don't think anyone came first. I think that we all just kind of created ourselves and manifested ourselves. I think really deep into it. For me, it's more about a collective conscious thing. You know, we're the ones creating this reality and experiencing it. We are the artist and the masterpiece at the same time. And that's ultimately what Jesus was trying to tell people. And so that's kind of what
Look,
I go through. All that other talk in the Bible and stuff is just
see,
king of lands
I
trying.
say we an extension of the artist. Okay, because okay, say for instance, and I don't want to get all bug on everybody, but I want to teach right now. So you know how inside of the male scrotum there's sperm, and when he's shooting them all. And in this universe, in the galaxies, when we look up in the stars, we see that same shooting. We see the dome as the same egg, and we see those stars that come through with that. You see what I'm saying? Like everything is a ripple effect.
you're saying your ball bag is the stars.
It's as above, so below. It got the same shit in it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
See, when we come from the other side, like the Holy Ghost, that's what the ghost is sperm.
Right. I mean, I don't dabble with the Bible. I was in religion and then I got out of religion. But I know for me, the from what I believe and understand is that humanity is on an ascension path if you choose. For those that don't, will be a part of the AI, the transhumanism, right?
Yeah,
Um, and
that's the biggest thing going on. So
right,
I'd
and
rather
people
not get into religion. It's always fun to talk religion,
for sure.
especially if you're a debater. You know, it's always fun. But um, it's not
That
about religion at this
transhumanism,
point.
that's the agenda, and
Yeah,
people are a part of it and they're not even aware that they're even a part of it,
right.
right? That's the whole like magic show,
Yeah, they don't
basically.
know they are part of it too. So, you know, people gonna be saying, "Oh, who sold us out to fucking be inside of a computer?" And like I'll be like, "Dude, duh, you did too. Look how
Right,
many fucking NFTs you bought.
right.
Look how much property you brought in the metaverse. Look how
And
much
people have that,
cryptocurrency
and
you
people
have."
have that choice. Would they stay here and be a part of the AI and what that's headed and the transhumanism, or you can ascend and do other shit? I'm not staying. I'll tell you that. I don't want to be part of it. I don't like it now. It doesn't feel good. It's gonna get worse. And it's just not, there's no aspect of human and compassion or love or bonding or beings with other beings. It's like isolation, alone, and it's fucking bullshit, you know? And that's how they want to like separate us and divide us, to isolate and box us in into like this bullshit of reality with like your Justin Bieber concert, whatever. And people will buy into that because Justin Bieber's in the metaverse, like, ooh, and they have like this false idol of people and they sign up for that shit. And it's going
See,
to
I
be
don't think
marketed.
you should be scared to separate from a lot of people too. Especially if what you can do on like some people you just don't want to separate from. But when the energy separates some people, I think you gotta kinda let it happen because, you know, I can even get deeper and I don't want to do the religion shit. It even get to where it's different kinds of wheat, different levels of weeds and wheat. Like this shit gotta be done in order for there to be a separation. Like because we gotta have some type of hope. They trying to leave the earth. We not. We fighting to stay. We fighting to stay healthy and stay alive. We trying to survive this radiation.
Right.
We gotta go on, survive this shit and withstand this shit till they wither away and can't be here no more. You know what I'm saying? That's like
Yeah.
our only option. Like when we start talking about solution type of shit and like where we going, like this is where we gotta project our mind to. You know, so it's not nothing personal. It's not like fuck what I say, fuck what anybody say. Like it's about what's happening, you know, where we going to. So, you know, and that's why I'm so adamant about, you know, speaking on this, bringing in everybody's opinion. Like we got to really try to find a solution to people who just want to live, the people who don't want to be, living in a metaverse type of thing like that, or being a mutated human, or
Right.
even
But
if people, yep,
but
go ahead.
maybe as much as we don't like it, maybe that's the contract that they signed up for. Maybe that's the agreement. Maybe that's a part of their life, their karma, to have that experience, you know? I mean, for me, it's not, but for others, maybe they want to have that meta experience, and that's a part of their life and their soul to do that.
I think it's
So
people. I think it's people who gonna get caught up in it who really don't want it.
true.
I think they gonna get caught up in it out of ignorance. Um, and I really think that if enough of us can really get on the same vibration and vibe together, that we can create a whole different rhythm. You know, it just takes the majority. It's like a pH balance. Like the earth's insides, you know how we got to get our insides balanced out to
Right.
be healthy. The inside of the earth got to be balanced out to be healthy with its pH balance. As long as it's a 7, it'd be good, to an 8 or whatever. So,
Right.
these are some of the type of things that we got to consider. And, I think having healthy conversations like the conversation we having tonight definitely going to help. Um,
Sure.
like I said, I appreciate you guys for joining me tonight. This was great. It was powerful. I love it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Flat Earth Girl has dropped off. I'm actually gonna wrap this one up. I'll bring you two guys back tonight or any other time. I'll go back on later. We can do another time.
Yeah.
Anything you want to close out with? Anything. It doesn't matter. Promotions,
Anything.
shout outs, don't matter. Go for it.
Um, well, I'm at Vibe Higher on Facebook and Instagram with Jessica Harwood. And I just want to remind people that, you know, there's a lot of people that are sick, whether it's physically, whatever, but a lot of people are spiritually sick, and to maybe have compassion because we don't really know what's going on, whatever their life is, whatever that looks like. But I think a lot of illness or sickness um, is created, and it's created by ourselves. And I know a lot of people are like, what does that mean? But I think if you focus on certain words or energy, or you're constantly saying, I'm this, I'm that, or whatever, you're feeding this fire and creating illness with your thoughts, and then it transposes into your body and you get sick. So I just want people to be mindful of that in the words that they choose. And also, if you lower your energetic frequency, you allow sickness to enter. And maybe that's meant to happen. Maybe that's part of like a karmic cycle to clear out whatever that is. But I just think it's important to be mindful and to have compassion, because there's many avenues of sickness, right?
Yes, I agree. I just wanted to add, for people who, a lot of people, alcohol is an elixir actually to lower your vibration.
Yeah.
A lot of gurus who vibe high will actually drink alcohol so that they can vibe low and take care of things on a lower spiritual level that they
Yeah.
needed to take care of, that they would vibe too high without the alcohol to do. So everything ain't kind of for everybody, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I appreciate everything you said. It resonates with me. Peace and power to you. Much
Awesome.
love. You
Thank you so
always
much.
welcome. We should
Have a
build
good night.
again.
Thank you. Bye.
You too. Thank you. Have a good night. What's up, everybody? Key Norfolk. That was my show for the night with Jessica Harwood and Flat Earth Goddess. Hey, man, as always, I appreciate the love, peace, and power. Much love. Till next time. Peace.